New Congress convened at the nation's capital today, and despite the drama over the vote for House Speaker, the Senate did get down to business.
And Illinois Democratic Senator Tammy Duckworth took the oath for her second term. She joins us now live from Washington. Good to be with you. Congratulations, Senator.
Thank you so much. It's so great to be on.
Well, I know it's not your chamber, but I am curious to hear your take on Republicans' ongoing struggle to elect a speaker in the House and what you think that means for Congress's kind of overall ability to function in this term.
Well, it is really frustrating because, here in the Senate, we're going to focus on passing good legislation. I know that Democrats here in the Senate are going to do everything we can in the next 2 years to make life better for working families, and we need a partner over in the House that we can work with. And if they can't even elect a speaker in the Republican caucus, then that's going to be really hard to pass real legislation that will make a difference in people's lives.
Interesting. You've been pretty vocal about the need for more gun safety legislation. And in fact, after the Highland Park mass shooting, you were out there and you spoke with some of the folks after that happened. I'm wondering what's on your agenda to address that issue during this next term.
Well, I'm going to reintroduce my piece of legislation that I had introduced with Bobby Rush, which is a national FOID card program like we have in Illinois. You should be required to have a background check in order to even look at a piece of firearm in a store, let alone buy it. I would love to ban assault weapons and high capacity magazines, and I will continue to work on that effort as well.
You and Senator Durbin have been trumpeting bringing home some big money to Illinois. Which of the projects were your priorities?
Well, in light of your previous story that you just covered, I'm really proud that I have included money for victims of gun violence in Chicago that's going to be implemented through the City of Chicago's Commissioner for Disability, Rachel Arfa. I'm really pleased we're going to be able to do that. And I will continue to work on waste management and water infrastructure issues, getting lead out of the water supply. We have almost 25% of the nation's lead service lines are in Illinois, and most of them are in and around Chicago. And I will continue to work on my environmental justice initiatives as well.
One issue expected to dominate some of the focus in the Senate is preventing a debt default to make sure the U.S. can pay its bills. Do you expect a big fight, and are there areas that you would be willing to cut some of that spending?
Well, I've always said that we need to go after waste and fraud that exists in government. I've been working on that ever since I was first elected to the House, and I was on the Oversight Committee then. That's why I was able to pass legislation, Afghan Commission, to look at all aspects of our war in Afghanistan, to include looking at spending that occurred there. There's a lot of places where you can cut costs in government, but certainly I want to make sure that we continue to support programs like early childhood education, that we make sure that kids don't go hungry, that working families get the support that they need. And one of the best things that we can do is take a look at those tax cuts that the Trump administration passed for the wealthiest, less than 1% of this country, and try to recover some money there too.
So a 538 analysis found that you voted with President Biden, I think 97% of the time. Perhaps not surprising. You two are both Democrats, but outside of the Chicago region, much of Illinois leans Republican. Can you point to any ways that you're saying, hey, I am working to represent people outside of Chicago? Because that's a question we always hear.
Oh, well, you know what? I just got an award today from the Illinois Corn Growers Association for my work on renewable fuel standards and promoting the inclusion of ethanol into our energy infrastructure. And I'm hoping to get to year-round EE15. And I am looking forward to working on farm legislation. The Farm Bill is one of the first pieces of legislation that will be coming up this year, and making sure that we support our family farms and our ag sector is critically important, not just for the parts of Illinois outside of Chicago, but for the nation. A healthy ag sector is vital to our nation's economy and our national security.
All right, from talking to you this afternoon, it sounds like you are very optimistic about the road ahead. It's nice to see you smile.
Thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you again soon. Senator Duckworth.